Now on Bounce is Friday, and you know what that means. Our guest Bounce contributor, Olympia D, is here for her weekly segment of Raising Brilliance. She's a radio personality for Old School 105.3. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
What are we discussing tonight?
Well, tonight we have a celebrity edition of Raising Brilliance featuring an artist from Landmine Music Group. She can be heard on the single Pick Up the Phone, the female version of Young Thug and Travis Scott's song. It is Miss J. Renee. How are you doing?
I'm great.
All right, so you have a new mixtape project that's out. You got to tell the fans all about it.
Well, it's entitled If the Shoe Fits, self-explanatory. And I just basically put a couple songs from tracks that you may already have heard. I put a female version to a couple of them and just made it my own and made it relatable, just real life every day. Love, hate, boyfriend, girlfriend,
there, right?
everything.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes,
I hear
yes.
you. Who did you collaborate with on this?
Surprisingly, well, on the remix for Do For Love, Luke Nasty.
Okay.
But that's not on the mixtape. That's something special you'll get later.
All right, okay. And although you sing, you have a lot of other hats that you wear as well. Tell us about some of the other things that you do in the industry.
Songwriter. That's my number one, that's my passion.
Right.
Writing songs. So that's the biggest thing for me. Acting, I think will come later, but for now, singer-songwriter is what I'm going to stick to.
Okay, great.
Good deal.
Now, although you are a solo artist now, you used to be part of a group with Def Jam Records. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I was in a 3-girl group. We were great. I don't think the world was ready, but because
What's the name?
The name of it was Ray Renee. Because of creative differences with the publishing company, production company and the label.
Right.
It just kind of
Fizzled a little bit as far as it was.
But I'm still friends with the other two girls. Like, we're all still in the music industry and trying to make our own way.
That's good to hear. It's good to hear y'all stay together as far as friends are concerned.
Yeah, we still.
And as far as what are you going to be doing as far as you are a competitive artist, what advice would you give to young aspiring artists who are trying to get their foot in the door?
Don't give up. Push as hard as you can. Like, you have your days where you just want to quit, cry. You can actually go ahead and cry. Go ahead and get that out, but you just have to, if this is what you really want and you're really passionate about it, you just have to go after it.
Gotcha.
You're going to have plenty of people telling you it's not a smart thing to do, or you should go and get a 9-to-5. I mean, maybe you should, but don't stop with your dream.
Right, you got to keep going.
What lessons have you learned in the industry? Because I know a lot of people think it can be cutthroat to a certain things.
It's
you watch
very
your back.
cutthroat, and you better watch your back.
Right.
I've learned that everything things don't happen like you think they would. Like, you may think that something should happen right away. It may happen 5 months down the line, but everything happens in its own time, and you just have to be patient and do all that you can do to get to where you're trying to go.
Right.
Okay.
Now, do you have any children?
I have one.
You do. Now, do you try to sway that child away from the industry?
He's his own little person. He's an actor. So he's not
Really?
even into singing right now. He's like acting, modeling, commercials. So he has his own life right now. So I haven't had to even talk about being an artist or anything like that, because he has his own personality and he does his own thing.
And as a mom, how do you hone those skills for him?
Well, basically, as long as he is interested in it, I just support him.
Okay.
I don't push him, because he's young. I have a 7-year-old. He's young, so I just support him in what he does, and as long as he's doing schoolwork and maintaining A, B average, then he's fine.
That's the main focus.
That's the main focus.
Well, knowing what you know now, you could go back and put yourself in a young position and actually talk back to yourself and give you advice. And what would you say to yourself?
I think I would have started writing songs early on. Like, I feel like songwriting gives me more control, gives me more power. It's where the money is. So I would have started writing earlier instead of being like a little puppet.
I hear you.
Gotcha.
Well, great information, Jay Renee. Thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Thank
We
you for
certainly
having me.
appreciate it.
Thank you,
Olympia
guys.
D, always a pleasure having you. Great advice, too, if
Thank
anybody
you.
has that they're listening. And continued success. We'll be right back.